And hello, everyone. So, you may be wondering or asking yourself, hey, I have this side hustle, it's doing pretty good. I think I'm okay. I'm accepting Cash App, Venmo, and I'm doing pretty good with my business. And I still have my 9 to 5, so I'm good. I don't think I need anything else right now. Well, today we're going to be talking about when to go from side hustle to legit biz. Hi, my name is Rashida Green. I am the host of this beautiful community, Mompreneur HQ, business coach and founder of Get Right Coaching. And we help moms start, grow, and scale home based virtual businesses so that they can build the life of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. We do that through coaching, courses, content, and community. So if you're a part of the Mompreneur HQ community, welcome. We're glad to have you. And we're going to get started. If you've joined us live, we want to make sure that we know that you're here. So drop us a hashtag live, and you may see a notice about StreamYard asking you to give StreamYard permission in order to see your name. When you come in on StreamYard without giving them permission, I see you as a StreamYard user or Facebook user, and I don't actually know who you are. And I want to be able to shout you out and say hi and thank you for joining us live. So we're talking about when to go from side hustle to legit biz. It's a legitimate question, right? Because we have these side hustles, and we really don't have any problems collecting via Cash App and Venmo. But when it's time to go to when we start getting busy, if we start getting a whole bunch of things going on, there are things that we can recognize and say to ourselves, oh, this is what's happening here. I need to get legit. And so that's what we're going to talk about. We have 8 points that we want to share with you about going legit in your business. And the first one is you have to have a stash of cash. All right. So there are so many people. There's millennials who have side hustles, baby boomers who have side hustles. It seems like the whole world needs a side hustle. And my financial mentor, Miss Lynn Richardson, would say that one stream of income is hazardous to your wealth. One stream of income is hazardous to your wealth. You cannot get wealthy over with one stream of income. So it just behooves us to have a second stream. 2020 was evidence of that when so many people lost their employment because they were not able to go out to their service-based in-person physical jobs that they had to go to. There were some people who were considered essential workers who were able to keep their jobs, but even when some different policies came down, if they weren't vaccinated or what have you, then they still ended up losing their jobs. So it was just a whole bunch of stuff with this pandemic that just came out into the world. And so those who had a singular income faced a lot of just stress and really hard decisions during the pandemic when they lost that one source of income. Even those who had the one family member, the head of the household, who was no longer with them due to COVID complications, they didn't have any resources because they only had one source of income. So if you are in the population that does have a side hustle, then congratulations to you because you are well on your way to wealth. All right. But the whole conversation around rule number one, or not rule number one, the point number one to recognizing when it's time to move your side hustle to a legitimate business is that you actually have a stash of cash. So the money that you're making is not just to cover your expenses of the side hustle, or it's not just to cover the expenses of your household. Sometimes our side hustle has the potential to make more money than your full-time job. So if you have some extra cash, or you have some extra cash from your side hustle, then that might be an indication that you need to go ahead and start a legitimate business. And I say, if you have a stash of cash, you will be able to use that to start your business, because there are some licensing and insurance fees that are associated with going legit. So that can be getting your documentation from the Secretary of State, any licensing required to do the work that you do, and insurance to cover you while you're doing the work that you do. So if you have an extra stash of cash, then you should consider starting a legitimate business. The next thing is your side hustle is growing. So your side hustle is growing and you notice that you're producing a lot more with this side hustle. Your side hustle is growing so much again that it may just be growing outside of the time that you're using. So typically, I would say that your 9 to 5 should be able to fund your 5 to 9, right? So that after hours work that you're doing. Well, what happens when you're constantly working every minute of that 5 to 9 into 5 to 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. rather the next day? Then that means your business is growing and month after month, and your income is steadily going up and up month after month. And that is an indication of success with that side hustle. And therefore, you should consider making your business legit. Our next point is number 3. You owe more than $1,000 to Uncle Sam in taxes. You need to consider going legit. Why? Because there are tax benefits, tons of them, because we are in a country that um I don't want to say capitalistic, I can't remember the word, but we are in a country that honors or small business owners, basically business owners. So in recognizing business owners are the one who run the world, in the sense that keep the capital going within the country, then there are several hundreds of tax deductions and tax breaks that are offered to business owners. And if your side hustle is a side hustle, you're a one member owner, then you would be considered small business. I believe it's 1 to 50 or 1 to 49. So you would be considered a small business. And so, with that being the case, and don't quote me on the number of small members in order to have a small business, I just threw that number out there. But if you are a small business, one person, and you're doing this business out of your home, there are about 425 different tax deductions. Go check with your accountant, make sure that they know those deductions so that you can actually get those deductions and also some protection with your side hustle. And what I mean by that is, once you establish your your side hustle as a legitimate business, you're going to have to make some decisions, like what type of business model are you going to set up? Business structure are you going to set up? Is it going to be an LLC or a corporation? Is it going to be an S corp? Is it going to be a partnership? These are the type of things that you would need to make a decision on. But whichever one you decide, there are tax laws that allow you to be able to keep more money in your pocket than you have to give. So if you have $1,000 that you owe in taxes, but your business expenses come out to, let's say, $1,050, you basically got $1,000 deduction from all of your expenses, and all you would typically have to pay is $50, the remaining $50. So um, that is something that, again, you speak to your CPA or your tax accountant, get that squared away. But that is a definite possibility if you have an actual business. Now, you might say, hey, I don't pay taxes because I don't report nothing about my side hustle. Well, that again may be good in the short run. But as I mentioned, if it's a structured and organized business, you get tax deductions that you don't get from not filing that information. So if you work a regular job, you get taxed as a regular employee, and no deductions for all the money that you put out in your business can come out. But if you go ahead and make your business legit, yes, Uncle Sam is going to get his cut. He's definitely going to get his cut. But at the same time, which we know from our big esteemed leaders, because we see it in the news all the time, Trump being an example. And then, we have people, other people like Bezos and Gates and so forth, who have uh, reportedly not paid as much taxes as the rest of the world would think they would need to. And that's because there are tax breaks and rules and regulations that will permit business owners to deduct so much of their expenses that sometimes they're paying little to no money in taxes themselves. So that's on the bigger scale. But even on a small business scale, you will have the opportunity to get those tax breaks. So it is best that if you know you're making money, money over money, profit over profit, month over month, then it may be time to consider going legit in your business. Number 4, if you're disciplined to keep going. Now, that's the other thing. As a side hustle, when we get tired of our side hustle, we put it on the side, right? We don't want to do this no more. We're tired. We're gonna move it to the side. But if it's growing and you're getting all this money and it's producing profits every month, then if you have the discipline to keep going, then why not make it legit, get the tax deductions, and then potentially grow it so big where it's not just you anymore. And how, if you find that it's too difficult to do that, like I said, making the decision to continue to go on, then of course there's no need to force the issue. This is your business, this is your side hustle, no problem. But if you feel like this business really does have potential and I'm doing so great with it, I'm going to go ahead and make this business legit, then that might be the best option for you. Then the next point I'd like to make is that you're a forever student. Like if you are constantly learning your craft, practicing, developing new strategies, thinking about new ways to disseminate your offer or your product. If you are constantly learning things to keep yourself abreast of the industry so that you can be a better representative of your product or get more sales of your product, then you have the potential needed to be a great entrepreneur. Because entrepreneurs are constantly learning. If you stay stuck in how you started your side hustle, you're not going to grow. And if you do grow, you're not going to be able to handle the growth. Meaning if you weren't keeping up on the best ways to make your product and you're still doing it the most expensive way, you're going to end up going in the hole in the long run, because the way you're making your product now, there's a more efficient and cost-effective way to do it than what you're doing. If you're not honing your craft and making your products better, and so when people get it, instead of it lasting 2 years like they expected it to, it's only lasting 1 year because you didn't properly cement something or glue something, that is a negative light on your business. And customers, when they start talking, people start listening. And so you may lose customers that way and your business may sink. So it is best to be a forever student, meaning you're willing to learn at all times and learn as much as you can about your industry so that you are on top of your game. And if that is something that you are willing to do, be a forever student, then it is definitely an opportunity for you to move from side hustle to legit business. All right. Next, we're going to say you have to be ready to go hard on promoting and marketing yourself. So once you go to the big leagues, I'm just saying that, but once you decide to go legit in your business, things have to change. So if you're always just shopping your products to your friends and family, sure, they're supporting you, but sometimes the money well might run dry. And so with a legitimate business, you need to be able to market and promote yourself outside of your general population, your general circle of friends and family. You need to inquire about local agencies that you can partner with, or networking events that you can go to, even networking events that you can sponsor, or opportune vending events where you're able to go and sell your product at these local events. You have to think about the online aspect of your business. Is this something that you can do by yourself? Can you get a website up? Can you get a website up? Can you get a blog going? Do you have social media platforms that you are actively advertising and promoting yourself on? These are things to consider about when having a legitimate business. But you need to have it in your mind and have decided that this is something I'm going to do. I am going to go hard for my business. I am going to promote. I'm going to show up. I'm going to network. And then that is definitely some characteristic that you'll need to be able to go from side hustle to legit business. And then the next thing is that you're getting more clients than you can handle. Think about that. That is a wonderful problem to have, right? You're right here doing this side hustle. It's making money fist over hand, and you have so many clients coming to you for this product that you have to turn them down. Like, I can't, I ran out. I only made 100 and I sold 98 of them in 2 hours. If you are finding it hard to um manage the challenge of making enough products to please all your clients, or if you're a service based owner, if you just cannot handle all the clients that are coming to you for your services, it might be time to go legit. And I'm not saying to go legit just so that you have just to be going legit, but as a legitimate business, now you can actually hire people to help you and have that be a deduction or expense for your actual business, instead of coming out of your pocket and not being able to get that deduction. Because we pay family a little $5, $25 under the table in a minute. But that is not tax deductible, and that is just money that is being spent and not expensed. So remember, that's just money being spent and not expensed. You want expenses, because expenses are deductible. So you want to, if you're having that good problem of so many clients coming to you for your service or your product, then the next thing to do is to go legit, so that you can potentially get the help you need, expand where you need. And let me just go back into that also. If you have that many clients, going legit will give you the opportunity to be able to apply for grants, for loans, for business credit. So these are ways that can fund your business so that you can get the help that you need, whether that be in marketing, whether that be in producing this product, whether that means selling the products, um, coming up with a website, and maybe even a job or a work vehicle. These are things that you can get when your business is legit, because if you go to your bank and ask them for money for your business, they're going to be like, sir, ma'am, no. And you're like, what? My credit's good. It's not about your credit. You can get a personal loan, which the terms would be different from a business loan, but it will not be the same type of deduction a business loan would have, right? So you have to think about these things, and just honestly, if you got that many clients coming in, think about it. You really ain't missing no dollars and cents. You should be in a surplus at this point. So now it's just a matter of thinking out the box, and thinking how you can service all the clients that keep coming to you without losing that money, without losing that sale. So definitely an opportunity to transition from side hustle to legit biz. And the last one, which is a really good one, is if you find yourself working full time in your side hustle and full time in your full time job, that can cause burnout. So you don't want that. But if you can handle it, do it as long as you can. But if your side hustle is making more money than your full-time job, that might mean it's time to let the full-time job go. Be your own boss. Be that entrepreneur. Go legit in your business. Get your financial loans or your business credit. Get the tools and support and resources that you need. Expand your business and take this on full time to get yourself a full-time income. That is key. If you are working full time, like full time, all day long, or as many hours as 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week on your side hustle, and it's producing, there is no reason why you should still be side hustling, because that is a legitimate business. Once you get your paperwork in order, you can get all the benefits of being your own boss, being an entrepreneur, being a small business, and take your business to the next level. There's no need to stay small when you are already growing outside of your box. You have stuff just squeezing out. You're making extra money. You have a stash of cash. You know your side hustle is growing. You owe more than $1,000 in tax. You're disciplined to know that you can keep going, and you're a fervent learner. You are steadily learning and craft and honing your craft, and you're getting more clients than you can handle. You need to go ahead and get legit in your business. Turning your side hustle into a full-time legit business allows you the time freedom, money freedom, travel freedom. Think about it. How free would you be if you can have a side hustle that becomes your full-time gig? You can take advantage of all of your local amenities. So, like, sometimes we're working so hard on full-time, and then the side hustle, you miss out on life. You miss out on the kids' softball games and cheerleading competitions because you're working, working, working. You're missing out on the family gatherings because you're working so hard trying to maintain a 9 to 5 and a side hustle. Well, if your side hustle is doing good, doing well, then you need to go ahead, up your game, take it on, go legit, and take your business to the very next level and the level beyond, because that's where the money is. That's where your security is. It gets scary. It's hard. Um, there's nothing really easy about entrepreneurship, especially in the beginning, especially if you're bootstrapping, and especially if you're still in the stages of trying to find clients to build your business. So that is understandable. And if you are looking to start a business, or if you're looking to develop your business or take it to the next level, I am here as a business coach for mom entrepreneurs. You can reach out to me. If you're a member of this community, you already have access to a free 20-minute clarity call at www.themompreneurhq.com/clarity-call. I know that's long, but I say it so many times, I'm used to it now. But yes, you can definitely set up a 20-minute clarity call so that we can talk about you, your business goals, and how I might be able to serve you in helping you to get to the next level. So if that is something that you're interested in, definitely go ahead and hit that link and schedule an appointment so that we can talk about these things. And if your side hustle, if you're just about to start a side hustle, you actually considering a side hustle, and you wanted to see, if it's a good idea. Listen, I'm not going to be able to tell you what to do. What I will be able to do is ask you questions to help you kind of figure out for yourself what is right for you. Like, is this something you love doing? Do you have a passion for it? What is your end goal with this thing? So, just questions to get you to see whether this is something that you want to actually pursue. So, definitely, I'm here. I can assist you with those questions and more. Just book your clarity call, and we'll be able to discuss those burning questions about how to start your business or how to be able to take it to the next level. Now, I am totally aware that today's topic was when to go from side hustle to legit biz. And I know that we have been working or recognizing Mental Health Awareness Month. But one of the things I do also notice is that that is a heavy topic. And I know in this group, I say that you will find your BFFs, right? We're going to find business, financials, finances, family, and self-care. And mental health is a part of self-care. Um, but today I didn't really go there because it was already a sensitive topic. And then with the latest cases of shootings, I would just like to say, that my prayers are with the families affected, and with just parents in general. We have to keep our babies prayed up because when they leave our sight, like those other parents, we just don't know what is going on around them and around us. Because the first incident was grocery shopping. You go to the grocery store, never would expect something like that to happen, but it did. You would go to school, elementary school. These are kids from grade K through 3, babies. You would never want to think that this would happen to them. So this is why I didn't want to talk about mental health today, because it is just too much going on. And as real as a situation as it is, as real as a condition that it is, depression and mental health issues are. Sometimes we just can't talk about it. It helps to get it out. It helps to talk about it and bring these things to the table. And if we bring it to the table enough times, people that need help may listen and get help. Or it may be situations where they may be too far gone, but you never want to give up. And so that's what I'd like to share about that. Just keep everyone prayed in your prayers, um, including those who are committing the offenses, because sometimes you have to think, what are they thinking about? What were their thoughts? What did they think was going to happen? How did they think people were going to feel? And the reality is that they may not have thought anything negative about it. They may have had this in their mind as a prize, as a goal, as a big statement of power. We don't know. And rather than guess, we're just going to continue to pray and lift up those people, those families who have been affected, and really just talk to our family members. Be open, allow your children to speak to you freely. Give them like a 5-minute pass or whatever the case may be, so that they feel like they can come to you and talk to you about anything, even about suicidal thoughts and depression, so that they can be free from holding these things in that turn into just pure evil. Um, so just keep our nation and our children in prayer. And this will be as the last Wednesday of the month, the Mental Health Awareness Month. I just like to remind you to take care of yourself. Self-care isn't selfish. And thank you to all those who participated in the Coach and Profit giveaway. I really appreciate all of you. And I hope that you got your download. If you did, I would love to get your feedback. Hit me in the DMs and let me know exactly what benefit you got from our freebie and that offer. And be on the lookout because I have another one coming. And this one, it's even more people, more free goodies, and it has a premium upgrade. So, I'm in this one as well, and it's going to be a different freebie for those of you who are course creators or thinking about becoming a course creator. This one will be for you. So be on the lookout. The links are going to be coming. It starts June 1st, And I would love your support in that one as well. All right. I hope all of you have a great rest of the remainder of the week. And until next time.